Good morning, traders and investors. Roger Scott here, senior strategist for The Trading Pub. It's Friday. It's October 27th. It's about 8 o'clock. The market's going to gear up to open in about 90 minutes. A little bit of a late start for you, but I'll still have this way before the market opens. Now, a reminder, if you guys are enjoying these videos, please go to the YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up. And like these videos and subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link to the Telegram channel is right below the video. You want to be on my Telegram channel. Trust me. Subscribe to it for a week. It doesn't cost anything. And if you still don't like it, oh boy, you will love my Telegram channel. The link is below this video. And lastly, don't forget to join me at 11 a.m. today, Eastern time, for my VIP room where I talk about a bunch of goodies that are happening in the market. It is the second part of this video live, and I'll answer all questions. I'll give you about 7 or 8 hot trades. It's worth going to. All right, now let's get into all the good stuff, and we'll talk about what algos have been hitting this week. So as you can see here, the Nasdaq is up about 100 points. The Dow is down about 84 points. This is very interesting, but the only reason Nasdaq is up is because Amazon had earnings, and Amazon earnings were actually better than expected, and the stock is up right now. Let's just see where it is right now. Right here. Now, keep in mind the fact that it was a good earnings report, and Amazon is above above the major index, and Amazon is above the short-term moving average. I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but this is not great news. And also, if you look overnight, you could see that it gapped up really hard and it's been slumping down. So be very cautious. Also, Amazon's still in a downtrend. This is a swing low right here. So if we open up and start going down, it's not going to be pretty. And that's going to remind us a lot of what happened with Amazon. Remember, gapped up, everything was great, and then it came down. And Google, let's not forget Google. So, and let's not forget Tesla. Oh boy, let's not forget Tesla. All the way down here, let me remove, oops. Let me just remove this bar here. Don't know what this bar is doing here. Okay, so as you can see here, most of these stocks are still in a strong downtrend, and the Nasdaq 100 is up only right here. Now, once we start coming up here, that's a whole different story. But we're still here. We're not even up above this trend break right here. We're below the 3-day moving average and the 8-day moving average. That's what these are. This is the 3-day and this is the 8-day EMAs. So the fact is we're still in a very steep downtrend. And again, it's not a, let me just go back to Amazon here. It's going to be a big question of how Amazon trades during the day session, whether it keeps these gains or if it just starts going down. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Amazon. That's going to be a big trigger this morning. Another big trigger is Intel, which also closed down, and it's down up here now. But again, still in a downtrend, still in a fairly steep downtrend. This doesn't tell us anything. We have to be very careful. If you look at the SMH, which is the semiconductor index, look at where it is. So keep in mind, folks, keep in mind. And NVIDIA keeps hitting that 400 level over and over. And that's a very dangerous spot. Now, I think this level is going to hold. But if this breaks 400, let me just zoom out here. Do you see the problem here? So, and I was pretty confident it was going to hold here, but it started breaking. And remember, you knock on a door several times in a row, eventually it's going to open, and this door is starting to open. So we have to be very careful. And on top of all that, the blue chips, the Dow, is down, breaking this level. So don't let one stock fool you into thinking the market's turning around or things are really bullish. They're not. Also, later today in about 26 minutes, right around the time you get this video, we're going to have the personal income and outlays. Now, PCE, the PCE, personal income, and PCE is very, this is consumption expenditures, personal consumption expenditures. I'm looking at year over year, and I'm looking at the core. This is what the Fed looks at, and we're looking to see if the core price index is going up or down, how inflationary it is. Now, I'm looking at PCE year over year and core PCE year over year, And I'm looking at this is what's baked into this market. But if these numbers are going up and not down, it could be a big problem. It means inflation may not be as under control as the Fed would like us to think. So again, these come out in about 26 minutes, and they have a big influence on the market today. You also have consumer sentiment. I don't think consumer sentiment is going to be the big factor. Earnings really are driving stocks right now. As far as what has been hot, well, I'm going to tell you what has not been hot. Utilities are rocking and rolling. Remember yesterday I told you that utilities and possibly consumer staples? Well, consumer staples still a big question mark. They didn't break out of this level, but utilities did. And utilities rallying and tech rallying, oh boy, that's a recipe for disaster. Those two, it's like apples and oranges. They just don't go together. So let's be very careful, and let's be realistic of the long-term trend. As far as what algos have been doing, well, they've been very busy selling semiconductors. They've been very busy selling consumer discretionary. They've been extremely busy selling blue chips, including energies. And energies are supposed to be up today. Let me just take a quick look and find energies. Energies look like they might have bottomed out. We might start getting an upside. I'm still bullish on energies. I think energies are going to be in play while this whole fiasco in the Middle East is going to play out. But QQQ has been hit hard this week. So I'm a little skeptical that we're going to get a meaningful bounce today from one stock. I don't think one stock is going to rule the market. And if the Fed data comes out weak, that could really tilt things one way or the other. Now let's talk a little bit about fundamentals or fundamentals, and then I'll talk about price action and talk about where to look, what's hot and what's not. So Nasdaq is up 0.86 this morning because of Amazon and Intel. Again, let's see how those do, because Meta opened up really good yesterday too. Amazon climbed over 5%, Intel over 7% pre-market. Again, let's not get too excited because these are huge stocks, but and obviously we'll be watching consumer discretionary, that's Meta, and we'll be watching SMH, which is semiconductors. But again, you got to be very cautious and take this with a grain of salt. The market is still bearish. Meta warned that its advertising business depends heavily on macroeconomic environment for spending. And guess what? Amazon's does too. It's consumer spending, right? Do you think if the economy cools off, Amazon's going to be doing as well? Of course not. It's one of the biggest consumer discretionary companies in the world. Actually, it is the biggest consumer discretionary company in the world. What am I thinking? IBM moved higher, but again, let's see what happens. MasterCard offset IBM. Commerce Department preliminary reading yesterday showed U.S. economy grew at 4.9%, stronger than the expectations, driven by a surge in consumer spending. September pending home sales rose, stronger than the expectations. Durable good orders rose. And finally, the unemployment rate is a nothing burger at 208. Now, remember, the markets are being driven by earnings right now, not by the Fed. The Fed is kind of coasting along right now because the bond market's doing their job for them. So we have to pay more attention to earnings. There's a 19% chance of a 0.25 basis point rate hike at the December's monetary meeting. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to wait till next year to start doing anything because of the war right now in the Middle East and all the drama that's unfolding right now in the world. All my tags got cleared out. Look at that. Someone stole my tags from me. Well, the good news is I could do this without my tags. Again, all eyes today are going to be on the core personal consumption expenditure. That's this report right here. That's the Fed's core right here. That's what the Fed uses to gauge whether or not we have inflation. And they're looking at 3.9 year over year and 3.7 on a month-to-month basis. Consumer sentiment's also going to be coming out, not going to be a big burger. U.S. personal spending is coming out. It's not going to be that important. Europe, gains in energy stocks are leading the overall market higher. Look at that. Meanwhile, European Central Bank left interest rates unchanged. I think that's the first time in 10 consecutive increases. So they're trying to kind of tag along with what we're doing here in the U.S. China closed higher today, giving us some tailwind. Data shows profits of the country's industrial firms expanded gains. That boosted sentiment. That's really great. Japan, it closed higher today following worst decline in 3 weeks in previous session. Heavyweight Tech chip stocks led the recovery on Friday. Not here, they didn't. So, but this is, remember, they're ahead of us. So this may be prelude to what's happening today in the U.S. Keep your eye on Amazon. Keep your eye on Intel. Enphase is a stock that I'll be talking about and maybe shorting today. Let me talk about that real quick before I forget. ENPH. Solar is not doing well. The stock keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. And just when you think it can't drop anymore, yes, it can. Yes, it can. So this is the thing. I want to see the stock trade below 76.36 today. If it trades below 76.40, how about let's just say 76.40. If it trades below 76.40, it may be in play today. So keep an eye on that stock. Very, very important. Again, we've got Merck, you've got Enphase, you've got Intel, you've got Amazon. We're going to have some volatility. And today, you've got energy stocks reporting like Exxon, Chevron, healthcare stocks like AbbVie, Charter communication stocks, which is similar to Meta, and you have consumer staple stocks. So it's going to be another interesting day in the market. Now, folks, keep an eye on tech. Most importantly, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you what I'll be doing today most of the time. I'm going to be keeping my eye on Amazon. And I'm going to be keeping my eye on this chart, this intraday chart. If Amazon gives up the ghost, it's going to make the sentiment in the market very, very weak. If the core PCE data is not good, it's going to cause a little ripple into this. So, or it could go the other way. But the fact that Amazon just came to 128 and just bounced off, went right back to 126. And now it's at this level right here. And if it breaks below this level right here, it's going to go into yesterday's trading range. So far today, it's right there and it may come down. So be very, very careful. It may be one of those scenarios where tech opens up really strong and then starts falling down. And also keep something else in mind right here, that the Dow is negative, right? Now we could get some love from the energy sector, but the Dow is negative and Nasdaq is up because of Amazon and Intel. So if those stocks give up the ghost, not going to be good. I'll be updating you on my Telegram channel. If you don't know how to join, just go to rogerscott.com/Telegram and click that link, join. It's free for the time being. At least this one is, but the other one will cost money. But at least you get a good preview of what to expect from the day trading room that'll open up next week. Before I let you go, this is what I want you to remember. Another fan sent me a t-shirt. I love these t-shirts. Thank you so much ahead of my birthday. And before I let you go, this market has been really, really hard to trade. Really hard to trade. Leaving many people disgruntled, frustrated, and even disheartened. But hang in there. Hang in there. Jack Harder, Lance Ippolito, they're cooking up something special for 1 p.m. Eastern Time. A special session based around a certain type of options trade. One that's known to have overnight payouts, which work great in a turbulent market. You get in, you get out, and move on to the next trade. They're only going live one time. So be sure to click the link below and join them at 1 p.m. Eastern Time today. I will see you guys on Monday. I'm going to have my birthday on Sunday. I appreciate all the wonderful emails and the cards and the t-shirts that I've been receiving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you want to email me, I'll be available. I'm not that busy. I'm going somewhere tomorrow, but I'll be available. You can email me, roger@rogerscott.com. Have a great weekend, guys. Talk to you soon, and have a great Friday.